maybe I'm inappropriate. I like hearing stories, I like the whole script. You're such a freaky girl, I love it.
Hey you guys, it's Nikki motherfucking New Hope again. And today I'm going to read you a list. You know, just a couple numbers, a couple bullet points, a list of red flags, screening red flags in text messages, red flags in phone conversations, what we consider red flags according to Reddit and according to myself being in agreement, as well as interjecting my own personal red flags. I'm going to tell you them so that you can avoid them, so that you can see them from our perspective, and then be like, if you were sending these red flags and mixed signals out, you can be like, oh, I do that, I should probably stop it because now I understand. It'll give you a lot of better chances with seeing high quality girls, and it will save you a lot of time and a lot of confusion. So here we go. Number one is a request asking for more revealing photos of you. I get this all the time. I'll get a text message and I'll start interacting with them like, hey, what's up? You know, like, yeah, how long did you want to hang out? When did you want to get together? So on and so forth. And I'll get like 4, 6, 8 text messages in, and then they'll ask me, okay, but can you send me a picture of your boobs so that I know that you're not a cop? Or a picture of your pussy so that I know what I'm getting into, or what I'm going to be paying for, signing up, whatever. I don't ever do that. No, because you're just trying to collect pictures to jerk off to, or seeing what you can get for free. There is no reason for me to show that to you. There's just none. Just pay for it. Any text messages or exchanges, phone calls that the person on the other end is asking for a specific act in exchange for a specific dollar amount, or trying to get you to cop to a specific act for a specific dollar amount. Anybody that's like, hey, can I get a BJ for $100, you know, any act for any dollar amount, avoid that like it's the plague, because it is the plague. Because I mean, that's what cops try to get you to do, and if it's not a cop, it's just somebody that needs to be strolling down Stockton Boulevard instead of texting you. This is one of my personal ones. Men that are insistent on meeting you at, you know, a certain time and it's within the hour. Like, I need you to be here. And like I said, exceptions to every rule, definitely. But I am very wary of people that want you to be there in 30 minutes or else it can't work, you know, and just rushing you. I don't like to be rushed. I think that there is a polite and appropriate amount of time to give someone to get ready, an appropriate amount of advanced notice, if you will. And men that are rushing, oh, where are you? What does your GPS say? You know, how many minutes till you arrive, so on and so forth, rushing you and then wanting you to get there within a certain amount of time. Like, that's very short, under an hour, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, under, you know, they're usually full of shit. If they're not cops that are trying to fit you into a certain window of time, then they are usually just bullshitting. They're usually fucking, you know, somebody that's playing a trick on you, trying to run you around, trying to make you rush for nothing, to sit on the other end of the phone and be like, ah, got that bitch, she showed up, what a dumb bitch. Don't know what satisfaction they get out of that. There are a lot of YouTube pranks. There are a lot of YouTube pranks on escorts. Not sure if that plays into anything, or if it's just boys being boys. I have no idea, but yeah, that's one of them. For some reason, this is one for me. You spelling or not spelling things out, like using internet, like cell phone slang, like R, letter U, avail, or like, for some reason, white men that say for show. Mind you, exceptions to every rule. But men that use slang, spellings, and terminology, sometimes it's appropriate and it's funny and it's cute, and then sometimes it's like, who are you kidding, or are you just some kind of, you know, degenerate that doesn't know how to speak to someone and you're trying to trick me or rob me or whatever. I don't know. It just doesn't come across good. For me, always when I get a text message that says, hey, me and my girl are looking to party. Do you see couples? We want to party. It's our anniversary. They're always trying to look for a discount. Always. They always want it. I see it, the way I see it is there's another person in the room. And I don't have to charge double the amount of my rate because it's a couple, right? So, I mean, but I'm going to charge more than just one person, you see? So, usually these people that say, hey, me and my girl are looking to party. We thought you were sexy. Usually those people want it for fucking free, honestly. They think that we're so bored and so naturally fucking insatiable and horny all the time that we really are just sitting up at night, looking at our phones, waiting for these text messages, I swear. I know I started off in numerical order and now I'm just like kind of listing them, whatever, bullet points, picture them in your head. Another one for me is green text messages. I know that's going to be controversial. I know that you're going to hate it if you're an Android user and you're going to be like, you fucking bitch. But green text messages for me. I am way more suspicious of green text bubbles than blue ones. Now, if you're an Android user, you may have no idea what I'm talking about, because all of your text messages are the same color or any color that you chose them to be. Well, on iPhone, we get green text messages and blue text messages. Our text messages are always gray. If we're receiving text messages from an iPhone user, which would be iMessages, they show up as blue. If we're receiving text messages from an Android user or a VIP text app user, they will appear in green. I'm wary of the green text messages off the bat, and because anybody can get an Android, iPhones are more associated, and I know there's exceptions to this. iPhones are more associated with plans, cell phone plans, which means that you would have some sort of credit, which means you would have some sort of job. Normally, you know, I'm talking about like overall, which means that they're usually tied to your name, which means that you're usually having to be more credible. Green text messages, on the other hand, most burner phones are Android. They're not going to make fucking iPhone burner phones usually. And VoIP numbers come up, text apps come up as green. So every time I get a green text message, I instantly go on to, here's a clue, freecarrierlookup.com, and I type the phone number into there. And I push enter. And what comes back is what cell phone carrier they're on. And now sometimes it's a crazy ass cell phone carrier. I put that into Google and I Google that bitch. And I look it up and it tells me exactly if it's a, bandwidth.com, a Google number. That's a text app. I do not deal with text apps. I understand that some men have safety concerns. I understand that some men have wives or so on and so forth. Well, that's why some men have hobby phones. And it's not my problem that your wife looks at your cell phone bill. That just means that there's more risk in it for me, more of a headache, more of the different hoops to jump through. Not saying you're not worth it, but you're worth it to somebody else. Okay? So I don't deal with text apps because normally I go with generalizations to save myself time with the volume of text messages and inquiries that I get. Normally, text applications are associated with scammers, tricksters, pranksters, kids, bullshit artists, people that are jacking their dick on the other end of the cell phone, pick collectors, fucking you name it. So, any of you dick pic senders, that's another huge bullet point on my list. Don't send a dick pic to an escort. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. Because if you do, I'm going to reply with this. Or this. Do you get it now? Don't send unsolicited dick pictures to any woman, let alone to an escort. Because then I just put you in the bullshit category. I've got two fucking categories, two groups. Potential candidates bullshit. And I make that fucking assumption. I differentiate between the two in about 1 to 2 text messages. Yes, you can come out of the bullshit category and go into the potential category. And yes, you definitely can come out of the potential category and go right into the bullshit pile. It's up to you. So that was my first little list of red flags. There will be more to come later videos. I'll make a longer list or an additional list or whatever. But that's just to start you out. So until next time, please comment down below and share with me your red flags. I'd love to hear your red flags when it comes to texting escorts. What's the red flags on the other side of things? And if you're a woman, what are your personal red flags when clients are texting you? What is your no-nos? What is your absolute, this is bullshit? What makes your bullshit meter go red? Let me know. And while you're waiting for the next video, please subscribe, turn on the bell for notifications, and give a thumbs up. As always, see you later.